Hi sports fans, welcome back to highlights of Worthing CC second 11. This week we are taking on Eastergate, the big fixture. I think it's first in the table versus third, so all to play for here. Division 6 game here, looking to bounce back from last week's defeat away at Findon. We have a relatively settled side this year, so a lot of the usual names in the side. Eastergate first 11, this is the first time we've played them for quite a few years, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. I won the toss and we elected to bat first. Slight change to the order this week. Henry Chandler opening up with Rene, but no change in style as Rene gets off the mark quickly with a 4 down through third man. Lovely day at the Manor. Upper 20s in the temperature and the outfield was as quick as we've seen this season. Rene showing again as that ball goes over the top before he drills one down the ground for 4 more. Good start here, going at over 7 and over. A few boundaries in the first few overs. Rene takes a little shimmy down the wicket and hits a glorious shot over cover for a massive 6. No need for a fast outfield when you clear the boundary by 10 yards. And then Henry there rocks back and hits that through cover for 4 more runs. Nice start here, almost going at 10 and over. And another lovely shot through backward point for 4 for Henry. Rene gets a full toss there, which he hits through cover, put away nicely. And the score keeps moving as Henry whips one off his pads down through square leg for 4 more runs. I think we know pass score is going to be a bit higher this week, given the outfield and the pitch. So we'll be looking probably for 250. And then 4 more to the total there, with Rene hitting through. As I said, this is a big game. Both sides have started the season well. Eastergate with just 1 defeat, and we've just lost the 2 games. Another 4 for Rene, before he gets slightly fortunate there. And then assisted by a bit of friendly fielding on the boundary. And then he goes for a big swing. If he hit it, probably would have hit us in the clubhouse. But I'm afraid Rene is bowled for 35 off 30 balls, 7 fours and 1 6. And we're 1 wicket down in the 8th over. Henry gets quite a loose short ball there, which he plays nicely. Controlled for 4, down to fine leg. He moves on to 16. Josh Williams was in, but fell victim to hard hands there, hitting it straight to short cover, and he goes for 2 off just 4 balls. We're 60 for 2 in the 10th over. Run rate's still going well, but losing a couple of quick wickets, probably want to reassess now. And then Henry, slightly unfortunate, manages to pick out Gully perfectly there from that short ball. He'll be frustrated, but has to go nonetheless for 16. Thomas Mohan comes to the crease and he hits a nice 4 through cover. And then the very next ball gets a short one on the leg side, which he hits through for 4. Again, a slightly loose ball, full toss, which he punches through the offside, and he picks up 4. I'm at the crease there. 4 off my pads, coming in at 4 this week just to try and switch things up a little bit. Run rate going well. We're still going at 7s here, which is helped by another loose ball there, full toss on the pads, which I hit away for 4 runs through the leg side. We're up to 91 and then bring up the 100 in the next over as Thomas guides that one down to third man, where we pick up 2 runs. Yep, 100 up in the 15th over. Great start. Obviously a few wickets there. But we're looking to rebuild. Spin coming on from the top end. And Thomas picks up 4 there with a nice drive through cover. And then, again, similar shot, similar execution, and same result. 4 more runs. And the score keeps rolling on. Some left arm action from the bottom end. Dropped slightly short. Mohan with a slightly unusual running style there, turning at the crease, picks up 2 more runs. before he tries to hit over the top. A mixture of missed time and a slight breeze that's going across catches that. And he's caught by Rose. First wicket for Jamie Murphy, and Mohan goes for 34-43. Joe Mahesh comes to the crease, and first ball off the spinner. Drives it down the ground. The fielder was 5 yards off the boundary and it floated over his head, much to the anger of the bowler. And he picks up 4 before a nice little cut down through to third man to pick up another boundary. I get a loose one on my legs there, which I flick away for 4 runs. Run rate still going at 6, a bit of a consolidation here. Before I try and hit over the top. It went very high and reasonably far, but was just caught on the boundary. And I'm dismissed for 18. 141 for 5. Run rate's not a problem here, but wickets are falling quickly, so we need to reassess. But we backed really deep this week. And with Kumar coming in at 7, we're looking good still. Jay still going nicely. It's nice 4. Through cover. And then uses the pace there nicely. Just guide that one down for a single to bring up our 150 in the 27th over. Jay looks for a little sweep there, and he is caught in front of the stumps and is dismissed to LBW. First wicket for Booker there, and Jay goes for 21 off 19. Again, wickets falling relatively quickly across the innings in spells, so just looking to control the game, which brings Farhad to the crease. He's a control player who plays some lovely shots. Again, it's quite privileged having him coming in at 8, so we're looking good still with 12 overs to go. Another nice one down through third man. And he hits up another 4. Kumar, little step down, hits it nicely through cover for 4 more runs. The opening bowler from the top end coming back on here. Kumar again, whips that one beautifully through mid-wicket, picks up another 4. Before Farhad hits a massive 6, biggest 6 of the day, into the dog walking zone at the Manor. Lovely shot, and we bring up our 200 in the 36th over with 1 down the ground from Farhad. So 4 overs to go, looking to get as many runs on the board as possible. Going to be a mixture here of decent running and some boundaries, hopefully. Farhad and Kumar still going nicely. Kumar there hitting 4 through mid-wicket, but Farhad is dismissed very shortly after as he goes for a big shot over the top and is caught at long on. He goes for the 25 off 32, very valuable contribution there. And with 4 balls to go, George comes to the crease. Looking again just to get as many runs on the board here as we possibly can. I think we're a bit short of par, but the pitch wasn't playing as true as we thought it would. A little bit uneven. And there we go. That's the end of the innings. We finish up on 217 for 7. Rene 35, Thomas 34, and then contributions from Kumar and Farhad. Pick of the bowler, Reed and Jamie Murphy, who bowled very nicely and picked up a couple of wickets apiece. So, 218 to win. A big 40 overs for us here. And Ollie Baker and George Hampton-Hodge in the bowling. Ollie drops one short there and is punched through the covers for 4 by Edwards. George gets the nick there, but Rene managed to juggle that one onto the floor. A couple of overs later, George comes in again. And who needs catching when you can just knock all over 3 stumps? Rene, the most pleased man on the pitch there. You can see head in hands. Ollie got all sorts to happen on the deck, as you can see. 10 overs in, they're only on 28. And then the first ball doesn't hit the pitch. Rose manages to hit that straight to mid-wicket, and we pick up our second wicket. A really good start. 30 for 2 off 10 overs. Run rate we've kept down really nicely. Built the pressure, and the wickets were coming. We know that these sort of games come in different spells. So we started really nicely up front. And Bateman there steps across all three, and George catches him in front. LBW 30 for 3. Run rate 6.5. We've started really well. Grant coming to the crease here, and he manages to hit one through his legs first ball, down through fine leg, and picks up 4 runs. We know we won't be able to bowl like this the entire innings, so we have to keep on it, keep working. Ollie there getting hit for 4. And George getting hit through mid-wicket. Not the most convincing shot, but 4 nonetheless. White takes a big step and hits that one down the ground. He picks up another 4. A few more boundaries in the last couple of overs, so we need to keep it tight. Very next ball, a little bit short from Ollie. And White manages to dig that one out and hits it through mid-wicket for 4 runs. Again, similar shot. Bit of a hug, but effective. 4 more runs, and then for 4 in a row. The same again. Not the most conventional, but nice shooting nonetheless. George coming in to finish off his spell here from the top end. He bowled beautifully. A little bit too full, and he's hit over the top 4 by Grant. These two putting on a decent partnership here, both going at decent run rates, and we know we need to keep it controlled. I bring myself on with the plan of trying to toss it up and hope that these two, who seem to play expansive shots, will hit one to the fielder. Instead, this over, I bowled a pile of rubbish and get hit for a 4 off the full toss, and then that one I dragged down too short and pick up 4. However, the game plan is mastered when White manages to pick out deep square leg perfectly. That was what we were going for, and we pulled it off with success in the end. Another very loose ball here, and that gets hit away for 4. I think I've done my job getting the wicket, and it's probably time for me to call it a day. Jay Mahesh bowling from the top end. That's 5 wides down the leg side. It's not going to help. Again, run rate is creeping up. Required run rate going down, which has helped again as Grant dispatches the off spin for a big 6 over mid wicket. Again, a little bit short, and that one's hit through the leg side for 4. Game's slightly getting away from us here. We need to reassert control. And the onslaught continues as Jay is hit for a big 6 there. Slightly straighter, but through the leg side again. Grant moves on to 48. And then the very next ball, another big 6 into the dog walking area. And run rate's creeping up. And on 49, Kumar on from the bottom end. And Josh, on the second attempt, managed to take a catch there. Brilliant. Huge wicket. That will probably change the game. So that's a really good one to get. Grant was going nicely. 49 of 40 with 3 big 6s. So we know what an important wicket that would be. Slightly wider the fielder there from Drake, who's come in with Jagdovitz, who is bowled. It says stumped there, but he was bowled. And he goes for 2 off 8. And the score is 141 for 6. A loose ball there from Kumar, which gets hit for 6. Eastergate now needing 69 off 77. With just 4 wickets in hand, it's going to be a tight one here. We know that wickets will win us the game because the run rate is slightly going down every over. Eastergate back nicely here. I think they're taking it deep, which is obviously the main thing to do in a run chase. And picking up boundaries at regular occasions here. Drake going nicely at run ball 35, hits 4 from Jay. 58 needed off 63. Another loose one from Jay, full toss. It just hit through the leg side for 4 more runs. 4 wickets in hand and just 54 needed now. And Jay is again slapped through the offside for another boundary in the over. Finn carrying on from the bottom end, a little bit short. Drake pulls that one away and brings up his 50. In the mix of this was a run-out opportunity that won't be shown on camera, which we were slightly disgruntled about. But we kept pushing nonetheless. And Kumar's hit for another 4 there. Required runs now down to 39, and we know that we need to pick up wickets quickly in order to stay in the game. Kumar carrying on from the bottom end. He finds the outside edge of Reed, and Josh takes a nice catch. And Drake brings up his 50 with 2 runs there through the leg side. He's played nicely, picked up 7 fours and a 6, and it's going 120 strike rate, which is exactly what they needed. But Finn comes from the top end, and Murphy, right in front of all 3 stumps, is hit on the pad. And he's out OWW, he goes for 1. Eastergate now 8 down, 2 wickets left. And the game is very much on with 33 runs needed. Drake is still at the crease. He'll be looking to control the innings here and finish it off for Eastergate. And he picks up 4 through the offside. It's getting quite tight here. Before Finn manages to sneak one under the bat through the gate. And we pick up a big wicket of Drake. And then, in the next over, Kumar manages to get Arman stumped. And Worthing CC's second 11 win by 29 runs. A fantastic 30 points for us. Very good for our ambitions of promotion. Not the most convincing performance. There were spells there where we sort of lost control. But a very big win. And we are very pleased with the performance overall. Because at the end of the day, winning matters. So, halfway through the season, we find ourselves sat in 3rd. We have played 8 games, won 6, lost 2, and then there was 1 abandoned. So we're looking positive for the rest of the year. Our 2 defeats came against sides who aren't really challenging at the top of the league, so we're slightly frustrated that we've managed to slip up there. But we know that if we perform like we can, then promotion is our main goal, and we're very much fighting towards that. So thank you for watching today's game. The seconds are at home again on Saturday as we face Crawley Eagles' 3rd 11 in the first game of the second half of the season. We'll be live from 1 o'clock at the Manor Ground. Please tune in if you can. If not, I'll see you again for the highlights next week. Thanks again to Rebbit Sports Camp and Netcoat Financial for all of their support making our YouTube happen. So cheers, take care.